Well, hi everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I'm um I'm here. I'm gonna show you a few things, talk about a few things, and then actually probably up for about half an hour. Then I'm gonna go off. I have a earache. I don't. I have some medicine for it, but if I do that, put the medicine in, then I'm gonna be sleepy. So I'm just gonna do what I got to do. Anyway, moving right along. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. Um, Coming in to say that I'm going to change the knitting to Wednesday night now. So we'll have it every Wednesday night and it'll be easier because I don't know, Tuesday just you know, there's so much going on and everything like that. So Tuesday I'll probably do a morning thing and but I'm gonna also do the reviews on Thursdays and Fridays because I've got a lot of stuff to review this week. Hey Buddha Destiny, how are you? How you doing? Glad to see you. So what I'm gonna change the knitting thing. So I'm going to put some things. I just didn't do it because I've been busy with my grandchildren trying to get them, situated and stuff like that. So I'm going to do some knitting things. Then I'll put them online so you can take a look at them and then know what you're doing and everything like that. And then I'm going to give you like a schedule also for the candles and everything. So I'm working on that. Just work with me. Thank you, Buddha. I'm working on that. Just work with me because it's been rough. And my hand is finally feeling better. It's not it's a little bitter, it's not better, but I didn't like I said, I didn't realize that having hand surgery would be so cumbersome. Not that the surgery was bad, the surgery was fine. It really didn't hurt or anything like that, but the healing of the hand and like I said, I hit my hand on the put my hand down on the chair, ooh, okay, and then I hit my hand on something, ooh, okay. Um, Buddha, what I need to for and I was gonna talk about that in a couple of times, but what I need is for my playlist to be run. And then I went over and I looked at completely um long, like 700 and something, and then there was something like that. So I'm gonna have to, but some of them are new, so I'm gonna add some more to the playlist and stuff like that, and then maybe get my playlist running and things like that. So I just want you to know that. And she's what? GA girl? Okay. All right, I'll visit her. I'll tell her you sent me because I got people. It's just I need watch hours and uh, it's just crazy. But anyway, um, my hand is getting better though, and I am knitting and stuff like that, so I'm good with that. But like I said, my ear is bothering me. I have a little bit of a okay, honey. I know you do. I have a little bit of a I want to say it's like a wax problem and stuff like that. I thought it was like water in the ear, but it's wax. And I've done everything I know to do, so I've got to go to oh yeah, Miss Key's kitchen. Okay. I've got to go to the doctor's. I was supposed to go today, but the VA called and they wanted to see my husband. And he's having some tests done and everything like that. So, yes, I'm fine. So, I made him go because he was going to, try to reschedule his appointment, but it's easier for me to reschedule mine than it is for the VA. They're inundated. So, they give him his appointments when he leaves. So I said, no, you go ahead and you go because they called him and everything. And so I made my appointment for next Thursday. So Tuesday I go to the dentist. Thursday I go to the doctor's and I'm good, you know. But my hand's getting better, so and I'm happy about that because it was no, hey, Ola Joe, how are you? Hi, Ola Joe. I know I'm fine, Ola Joe. I mean, I take everything in stride. But Ola Joe, by the way, I found out, and I think it was through you that you like diamond paint. So that's why I was asking you if you'd light it because about 2 months ago, somebody sent me some diamond paints, and I did a, "Hey, House of Entertainment, I wanna talk to you in a minute, but I'm talking to Ola Joe, then I'll talk to you. House of Entertainment, Buddha, Ola Joe, say hello to everybody. Um, and be nice to one another, please." Okay, so Ola Joe. So they sent me some diamond paints, and although I didn't do them, I ran a review on them. So what was I think it's either 1 or 2, but I'm gonna send them to you. Okay, I'm gonna send you some diamond paints. And then I was looking at something and I realized that diamond paint needs little things to do it with. So I didn't order them yet. I will order them for you and send them to you, but I'm sending you the diamond paint this week. I haven't got my fries yet, but when I get it, I'm going to do a review on it and stuff. But I'm going to, Ola Joe, I am going to go on that site that you have. I looked at it a little bit today, but I was real busy today. And like I said, my ear was bothering me. So, I haven't done much, but I'm going to go on there tomorrow and I'm going to buy some yarn. I'm going to buy some yarn, so that'll give you a shot at making a little bit of change. House of Entertainment, I need watch hours. And Buddha said she's got me. And I hope that you have this too, because I know that you can work miracles. Okay. I want to try to get I'm 1,000 and something, and I was like 1,200 and something, and then they dropped. And I do something every day. I'm doing okay. I just have an earache today. That's all. My hand is okay and everything like that. I went through surgery fine. It's working. I can knit, when I do my little exercises. I feel like I'm little crabs, but I'm doing okay. I am doing fine. Yeah, what it is. When I went to the doctors the first time, a couple of weeks ago, thought it was water in my ear. So and I had to get a physical and stuff like that. So she looked at my ear. She just looked at me. She said, "I don't know how this happened." I said, "What do you mean you don't know? What happened? What are you talking about?" She said, "You've got wax in your ear." She said, and so they tried to get it out, and you know, she couldn't do it. So she gave me some medication. The medication is not really doing good, but then I got some other one today, so I'm going to try that one as well. So that's really what it is. It isn't anything difficult or anything like that, but I've always had problem with this right ear since I got hit in the ear when I was a little kid playing softball. Okay, and it's been operated on several times. It's just one of those things, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I do what I got to do. So House of Entertainment, Ola Joe, Buddha. I would just need some watch hours and things like that. And I have to change my what you call it? I forgot my playlist because one of them has so many in there. So I'm going to try to divide them. I put up some new ones and I'm going to divide them and stuff this weekend. Hopefully, if nobody's supposed to be here this weekend, okay, except my husband, and he's always working or something or walking around the house or something like that. So nobody's going to be here. So I'm going to hopefully get a lot of work done this weekend and I'm not going to be interrupted. We might have a yard sale, but that still won't interrupt me from working because I can take my computer out there and work as I'm selling things. So hopefully that'll. Whew, it's just been an amazing few weeks. It has just been an amazing few weeks because, like I said, the end of August he operated. Was at the end of September, he operated on my hand, um, and he told me, he said, "It's gonna take a while for it to get better." It's not the same thing as having another operation because it's your hand and all your veins and tendons and everything are in your hand, and I realized that because I taught psychology, and the first thing they teach you about is the 4 senses. I say that there's 5 senses, but in the book it says 4, but I even told my students, I said, "But there's 5 senses." you know. But anyway, and he said, so the touch and feel and everything like that, it's gonna come back little by little by little. So it's coming back. It is coming back. And I'm happy. So, you know what I mean? I'm just, ecstatic that it is coming back and stuff like that. And then I can because this finger and this finger were just completely numb. I mean, none. And they still have a little tingle in it, but I can feel it. It's starting to feel like my fingers again. I can feel things, and because I could feel with this hand, but not with these two fingers. So, I would feel certain things, and I was still knitting. I was determined. I was still knitting. Now, the thing is, I'm going to learn how to crochet. My granddaughter and I have decided that we are going to learn how to crochet this year. Even if it's because I know how to crochet a little bit because, oh, I finished my husband's blanket. I just have to cut all the things off and tidy it up a little bit. But I did finish his blanket. It needs to be done and some things and sewed and all that other kind of stuff. But it's all together. I am so glad I'm finished with it because I did not like the colors. Okay, although I kind of made it in my head and whatever. But I did finish my husband's blanket, and now I got to do some knitting, some online, so that people can see the cast on and the knitting and everything like that. So I'm going to do that, and hope that you know everybody can see it and start really getting into. I'm going to get into my little arts and crafts and things like that. My little DIYs, and I'll probably do one a week. But I'm really more into fiber, so I'm going to be, and then I'll do my talking and things like that, because I do like, I'm doing my story right now. So I've got, hey, Joe, decide how are you? I'm glad I finished that because here's what it is. These are not colors that I would pick. You know what I'm saying? These are not colors that I would pick. And so, and Ola Joe, you understand this. Maybe the rest of you don't understand it, but Ola Joe, you understand that you got to be excited about the yarn. And that yarn just didn't excite me, and that's why it took me longer to finish it because it was a chore. Not the blanket for him, but the colors. But those were his colors that he liked. You know what I mean? That's why I really when I knitted my granddaughter's, blankets, they would kinda tell me the colors that they like, but then they'd also tell me, "But you do it because you pick out the colors and how you want them." So each granddaughter had the colors that they wanted, but I picked out the skeins and, and the different combinations and things like that so that they liked them because I did it and I picked it out. So, but I made the mistake of letting him pick out his colors. So now that's done. Hello, Frugal Mama, how you doing? So now that's done. So now I just have to, clean it up and, you know, s- with some tassels on it and size it and everything like that and make sure that everything is done and everything like that. And that should be done in the next couple of days and I will be happy to be through with it. But so again, I've changed it to the knitting to Wednesday night and it will be knitting. That doesn't mean that you have to knit. You can come and talk to us and people can come on and talk and whatever. And what you cooking for dinner, Wellness Frugal Mama? Because I had what I fixed for dinner yesterday. If anybody was online and looked at it, we had the leftovers today. And my husband's not really feeling well because, like I said, he went to the doctor's today, and he went to bed. I mean, doctors when they really, 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 I'm doing good, Jonas. Doctors can really take toll out of you. They can really take a toll of you. I know next Tuesday I've got to have the 4 teeth filled, so that's going to be fun. But I got to get it done. And then, well, Thursday I'm going to go to the doctor. So hope everything is out of my ear as much as it can be. Yeah, well, whatever they want. Mac and cheese, potatoes and beans. You can tell you got boys. You can tell you got boys. Because that's what my son would come up with. It was like every week somebody had okay, thank you, Ola Joe. Every week someone had a choice of, and it was like maybe like Wednesday, maybe or something like that. I remember the day, but somebody had a choice of what they want, and so it's okay. You can have what you want. And my son, rice, mac and cheese, and he didn't care about the meat. Rice and mac and cheese. I'd be like, so I would make like rice and beans and different things because we have variations of rice, so that was okay. But it was rice and mac and cheese, always mac and cheese. And I'd be like, don't you want a vegetable with that? So when I would make the rice and the beans and stuff like that, he would, have that. So I know what you're going through, Frugal Mama. My daughter's was chicken and rice and corn. Chicken and rice and corn. Every and then I started having it on Friday because Friday, when we didn't go out. But Friday, if we did go out, I would let them have McDonald's. But Friday, when we didn't go out, I would let them have whatever they wanted. So there would used to be, and I think that they still have them, the safari suppers, and they did different in the frozen food because I was not a frozen food addict at all. I mean, I did not believe in frozen food, but I would let them have that, as a treat for Friday night. Not every Friday night either, you know. But getting ready for the holidays. Okay, we are in our second week in October. Okay, in our second week in October. So write down what you might want to see me do for the holidays. That will keep me busy because, like I said, the schedule for the house has changed so that the girls are now not staying on the weekends. They're staying at home, and your mother is staying at the house on the weekends, and the father. Well, anyway, the mother is staying at the house at the weekends. Everybody knows that my granddaughter is separated from her husband, but they are co-parenting quite nicely. Wellness Frugal Mama, I need to email you, okay? Because I have a question to ask you. It's nothing wrong or anything like that. It's just a question I have to ask you, and it's rather personal. So I want to talk to you about something as well, and stuff like that. And I still have the books. I will send them to you. Like I said, I am so behind. I am behind in one, two, three, four, five individual reviews, maybe six. Okay. It has been, and you all know, since February of this year, it has been crazy in this house. And so finally, I think, and you make a plan, and of course, God laughs at you, and I know that, but I think that He has allowed me some wiggle room to get some work done, and you know, it's going to be a tough holiday for me, but I'm going to get through it. You know, my daughter and I were talking about that the other day. Both my daughters and I were talking about it. It's still, I'm still in shock, and so are some of his friends. So, but we're going to deal with it. And Wellness Frugal Mama. Everybody listen to this. I'm telling it, Ola Joe, House of Entertainment, Buddha, everybody listen to this. Okay, so Wellness Frugal Mama does a exercise group like every morning. Okay, and hers is like an hour ahead of my time, I think. Okay, so I got my television on, and I have you on. Okay, but did I get up and exercise? No, I tried exercising in the bed. It was comical, but I was listening to you, so my brain exercised. Okay, my brain exercised, but I did not exercise. And that's another thing. I really have to batter down and get at least 3 days a week where I will exercise, you know, and I was doing like 10-minute exercises a day and everything like that. And then I completely stopped for about 2 weeks. I haven't exercised. I don't know what's wrong, but I have to get back on the horse again. Well, I do in the shower, I do my walk. I do my marching and everything like that so that I can walk. Because if I don't, then I wouldn't be able to walk at all, probably. But I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm telling you. Okay. But I think that everybody gets into that little lazy. I'm not lazy either, but I think that everybody gets into a little lazy mode for a minute, but I can't afford to be lazy because if I slow down and I get lazy or I don't do something, it doesn't get done. And an example of that is when I had my hand operated on for 2 months, I couldn't put my hands in the water. I couldn't cook because of the seasonings and stuff like that. I mean, I could cook, but my husband just took over the kitchen and everything like that. He did a good job, but there's some things I have to clean up. My cleanup and his cleanup are 2 different things. You know that? And I even noticed my caregiver because she does housekeeping as well, light housekeeping and stuff like that. Even notice my caregiver, and when I look at her and she'll say, "You're not happy with that, are you?" And I'm like, "Nah." But everybody's different because my mother, I never cleaned good as far as she was concerned. I was okay. So I think that everybody's like that about their house. So anyway, Ola Joe, I will mail you some stuff. I will get to mail you some stuff. I think, well, Mama, yours was just like, you know, the books that I had, some of the books that I had for physical therapy. And I actually didn't have it for that. I actually had it for psychology, but I did some coloring books and stuff. I just have to look for them. I thought I had them, but those weren't the books. So I'm going to look for them. So I'll be sending you some stuff too. House of Entertainment, I sent you some stuff. You're supposed to be sending me some stuff. I'm waiting for you because I know it's going to be good. So anyway, I'm going to get off because I'm going to take this medicine for my ear, put it in my ear and stuff like that. And I'm going to take a shower and get myself ready for bed. And so, I will talk to you all. Probably I'll be on tomorrow. Um, that I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your family close because tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye, Ola Joe. Bye, Wellness Pilgrim Mama. Bye, House of Entertainment. Bye, Buddha. Bye, Ray. I think she's in the background. Love you all.